The next topic, echo. Normally we know this word echo. Where you hear this word? If you stand on the mountain, if you makes any sound, it again and again repeated. Example, if you say hello, it again and again repeated hello, 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 hello. Why? We are going to see the answer for this question. If we shout or clap near a suitable reflecting object, such as a tall building or a mountain, we will hear the same sound again a little later. This sound, which we hear, is called an echo. And look at this picture. This is an observer. It produces sound. This is an obstacle, that is nothing but wall. When the man shout, the sound travel and hit on the wall and it reflected back. So this sound is called original sound and this sound is called reflected sound. So echo, the sensation of sound persists in our brain for about 0.1 second. That is nothing but if the speaker makes a sound, the sound travel and hit on the wall and reach our observer. It takes 0.1 second. So to hear a distinct echo, the time interval between the original sound and the reflected one must be 0.1. This is a constant value for humans. The next one, determination of the distance. Now we are going to determine the distance between this observer and obstacle. We know that this man produces sound. So we want to know the speed of the sound. This is a medium, this is an air medium surrounded us. So if you take the speed of sound to be 344 meter per second at a given temperature, say at 22 degrees Celsius in air, the temperature of this surrounding is at 22 degrees Celsius. The speed of this sound is 344 meter per second. The sound must go to the obstacle, this is obstacle, and reach back to the ear of the listener on reflection after 0.1 second. So the time interval between the original sound and the reflected sound is a 0.1 second. Within a 0.1 second we can hear the sound. So I written the speed of air 344 meter per second. The time is 0.1 second. This is also constant value. This is also constant value. Now we are going to see the distance between the observer and obstacle. So distance is d. Normally we know the formula speed equal to distance by time. So from this we can write distance equal to speed into time. The value of the speed is 344. The value of time is 0.1. If I multiply 344 into 0.1, I got the value 34.4 meter. Why I written the meter here? The SI unit of distance is meter. Here I written 2d. Why? Because the distance between the observer to obstacle is 1d. Again it is reflected back from obstacle to observer. This is another d. So there are the 2d. So distance equal to 2d equal to 34.4 meter. From this we can find d equal to 17.2 meter. This is nothing but when the observer and obstacle is placed above 17.2 meter, then only we can hear the echo. Maybe the observer is closer to the wall, means the closer to the obstacle, we cannot hear the echo. The minimum distance for echo is 17.2 meter. So minimum distance for echo. Thus, for hearing distinct echo, the minimum distance of the obstacle from the source, obstacle is a wall, source is a observer, of sound must be half of this distance, that is 17.2 meter. This distance will change with the temperature of the air. If you change the temperature of the air, if you increase in the temperature of the air, the minimum distance also will change. Thunder and echo. Echoes may be heard more than once due to successive or multiple reflection. The rolling of thunder is due to the successive reflection of the sound from a number of reflecting surfaces such as the clouds and the land. Normally we know that when if you are standing in the room, if you make a sound, we cannot hear the echo because we and the distance between the wall is too close, so we cannot hear the echo. The application of the echo is a thunder. The next topic, reverberation. So a sound created in a big hall will persist by repeated reflection from the walls until it reduces to value where it is no longer audible. The repeated reflection that result this persistence of sound is called reverberation. And look here, this is a speaker produces sound due to the wall. It reflected again and again. This multiple reflection is called reverberation. Reverberation. In an auditorium or a big hall, excessive reverberation is highly undesirable. To reduce reverberation, the roof and the wall of the auditorium are generally covered with sound absorbent materials like compressed fiberboard, rough plaster, and tribores. Tribores is nothing but curtains. The seat materials are also selected on the basis of their sound absorbing properties. So how to reduce the reverberation in an auditorium or a big hall means we want to use the absorbent material like fiberboard or rough plaster or curtains. We can reduce the reverberation. Normally we know that if you look at the auditorium or anything, this auditorium is mostly covered with the curtains and fiberboards because of reducing the reverberation. So today homework questions are: write law of reflection of sound, angle of incidence equal to dash, angle of reflection is 45 degrees Celsius. What is the angle of incidence? What is meant by echo? Why echo cannot be produced in a small room? What is the minimum distance between the observer and the obstacle to hear an echo? What is meant by reverberation? How can be reverberation reduced?